So a few weeks back, I published a video called Don't Postpone Yourself, and it did pretty well. I'm quite happy with the results lah. But do you know that video almost didn't get published So I remember that night I was sitting at my desk and my mouse was hovering at the publish button, and I froze there all of a sudden. Before I wanted to press publish, I just froze there because I was there's a thought that strikes me, a voice telling me, "Hey Eddie, are you sure you're gonna publish this video, talking about your life and what you should or should not do with your life? Are you even qualified to deliver that message?" And I felt it I really felt it, that maybe I was not even qualified to do that video, and what will people think of me, So yeah, it was quite debilitating. It's actually almost prevented me from getting that video out, right? And this feeling of self-doubt, it happens to the best of us now. And it's like a ninja hiding in the shadow, a ninja that's with you always and waiting for the best time to come and ambush you, right? To block you from doing things that you want to do. And in this episode of Talk is what I'm going to talk about. So my mom was a strong believer of confidence. So she's always encouraged us to go outside, talk to people, interact, and do public speaking. It's because when I was very, very young, I don't talk much. Just keeping to myself, playing alone, and don't interact. So I think she was scared so she tried to push us, right, to do competitions, to interact or socialize with the kids outside. So beside the usual playground, play with the neighbors, she signed me up for competitions neighborhood competitions. So I remember once at kindergarten, we had these neighborhood competitions at, I think, community center or something, I can't remember. But I did storytelling. So went up stage and then do a 3 Little Pigs kind of story. So I still remember the time I tried to impress the audience. I did like a very dramatic thing, like the oof, half and puff. Wow, I do like very dramatic and the audience laugh. So I was thinking, wow, not bad. I can get this kind of public attention. So at the end, I got I think number 3. And they awarded me with a toy. I think it was mask. At that time very hot, the cartoon mask. So super happy So that built up my confidence a bit. And when I was in upper primary, my mom signed me up again for another talent show. In fact, with my siblings, I have 2 siblings, 2 sisters. So this one is bigger scale. This one is not neighborhood. This one is like in a public center, right? If you still remember during that time, 80s, 90s, I think 90s, there's this magazine called the Bookworm. I think Reader Digest or Bookworm, I can't remember. So what happened is they always had talent show. So this talent show, you have to sign up and then you go and do your things on stage, and then they will award you for either participation or winning So I chose at the time I chose dancing. Well, I don't know why I chose that. Quite a random choice, I chose Michael Jackson. Thriller. So I remember my mom bought the cassette tape because the time was VHS, right? Cassette tape. So I did the moonwalk. I practiced like weeks and weeks, to perfect the moonwalk thing, and I was good at it. I was quite good at it. And the whole dance routine, I was pretty confident. My sister did, I think, dancing, and my younger sister did, I think, singing or something. Okay, can't remember, but I remember mine. So what happened is, on the day of the performance, right, when it was before my turn, I remember going up the stairs, waiting for my turn. Then I look around and say, wow, jialat, what did I do? So many people at the shopping center. It was at the Beauty World, Bukit Timah there, Beauty World shopping center. Wow, I think like hundreds over. As a small kid, you feel overwhelmed. I was like, what did I do? What did I sign up for? Even though I have all the skills, all the practice routine all ironed out already, but still I feel like, wow, I think I cannot handle it. I think I'll forget. People will laugh at me. My moonwalk will suck. I almost pull back, I almost don't want to go up to perform. But my mother pushed me lah. He just pushed me and said just go. So at the end I performed. Everything went well. But I still remember the fear that built up and I wanted to just give up at that moment. I didn't think I win anything, but that's not the point. But I did perform lah. But sort of like all this kind of exposure, the public exposure, it builds up the confidence. Yeah, so much so that during my secondary school days, or when I was into music, because I was very into jamming, that time I played blues. As a guitarist, we have a little band with my 3 best friends. We got 1 bassist, 1 guitarist, which is me, and a percussionist lah. So we played blues like SRV, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, B.B. King, all these kind of very, very blues kind tunes. So I used to perform, last time at the Vivo, last time it's not Vivo, I don't know, I forget what is that called already. Over there they have an amphitheatre, public amphitheatre facing the sea, right? So this management will find us, this band, to go and perform there. No money one, bloody hell. Now I think of it being taken advantage. Because the management guy saw us at Crazy Elephant. I'm not sure if you know this pub, blues pub. We got live band performing at Boat Quay or Clarke Quay. There's a corner there, right? And then they have jam session. So I'll pick up my guitar and then jam with the jazz legend there. There's one guy, I can't remember his name. He's harmonica. Wow, very good. For me, it's just self-taught amateur anyhow, just jam there. Because music to me is live lah. Just use your mood and feeling and play blues ma. So I just jam there. And this management guy said, okay, you want to go and perform there? Yeah. So we did lah. So that kind of like built up my confidence over the years lah. So much so that until when I was an adult, working as a bird trainer at Jurong Bird Park. Yeah, that's the time when all these public performance, public speaking and confidence start to come true lah. When I was presenting in front of thousands of people, at the Jurong Bird Park for doing the bird opera show. That was quite a thing, a big thing, and that was one of the best thing in my life. Yeah, so one of the most important show at the Jurong Bird Park I remember was for VIP. In fact, it's VVIP. So that time, the Jurong Bird Park, right? We have this VVIP. Who is it? Lee Hsien Loong. That time. So he visited with his family, right? And because I was not at the main show. That one is the parrot show, right? So I'm the bird opera show, side show, 4 p.m. one. Quite at the corner of the park one lah. Yeah, but still a big amphitheatre, can I think squeeze in 1,000-2,000 people, right? So that time I was chosen to do a show for Lee Hsien Loong lah and his family. So what they did, the day before, the security come already. They have dogs and all to check underneath the seats. I think checking for bombs or what lah. So then they block out the area. So when he arrived, I remember not much fanfare, nothing much one lah. It's just they block out the whole area, so the place is closed, and then just three of them, right, sitting at the center of the amphitheatre. So I was basically performing the whole show for three people only. So because I'm used to the full crowd, right, then you got participation, you got people clapping and all this. So the kind of it's a different feeling performing in front of only 3 people for a big stage. So I was a bit nervous and kind of like don't know what to do because what to expect, you don't expect them to like clap and cheers and volunteer, right? So I was also very scared. So I remember that day, at that moment before I was going to switch on the mic, because they're on the music, the pre-roll, they start ready. So I was like, wow, shaking, start to break cold sweat like shit. I don't know if I can do it, despite all the trainings in my public speaking. Actually, Bird Park sent us to do this courses for presenting in the public. Yeah, we have all this training, all this practice. I've been in Bird Park for a few years already, but yet at that very crucial moment, I wanted to pull back. I actually told my manager, hey boss, you do lah. I think I cannot. He just pushed me out. That was the best push of the of my life. You don't even care to listen to me, you just push me out, no. So I was like, when I'm out already, I just blah, 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 all the things come out, just come out, everything just come out already. I don't know why the moment I had that thought, self-doubt, doubting myself, I can't do it, I'm not qualified, you know. So it's very strange lah. It's very strange. It just creep up over and over again in the course of your life. Yeah. So even when I was working, when I was a boss, right? When doing, because I was doing lecturing also, I give talks to crowd during convention. I was like, wow, all the lawyers there, jialat, how? I'm not even a fully qualified lawyer, only a boss of a small company. Am I even, up to it to do that talk? Very stressed, right? Very stressed because it's a professional setting. Now everybody is, super qualified one. No, walao. Like to a point, like I don't feel like doing it at all. This kind of thing, going conventions, going seminars, and all this. So this kind of self-doubt thing is actually very debilitating, and it happens again, even up to now. How old already? 50 plus? 48, coming to 50. I still have this feeling. Don't want to, wanting to show up, but doubting myself, don't have the confidence. Yeah. So is it natural or not? Is it a normal thing? Is it something that happened to everyone? You let me know lah. Put in your comment below. But to me, it happens quite a lot of time. Yeah, quite frequent also. I will have this feeling that I'm not up to it. Yeah. Despite all the training, despite all the practice, despite all the routines, I still have doubts about myself. Yeah. So I begin to realize, I had some thoughts lah. I don't know if it's something silly or what, but this is what I feel about self-doubt. You see, as a human being, we are not perfect, right? Nobody is perfect. Everybody has some flaws, right? You can put 100% effort in doing something. So what? You're not perfect, right? There are things that can happen that can screw you up, right? So because we are not perfect, there are bound to be a feeling that we are not confident. Yeah, because to the extreme lah. Okay, let's put it to the extreme. The other side of the spectrum is what? You have no self-doubt. That means what? You are 100% sure of what you are doing. You're 100% confident. You have zero. There's nothing to doubt already. Right? You sure can do it. That means you are perfect. How can it be? Now, if nobody is perfect, following the logic, everybody has self-doubt. That means I'm not alone. Right? It's just the degree of self-doubt. How much do you doubt yourself? Right, but I believe it happens to everyone. It happens to the best of us, right? Believing that we are not perfect, right? And I think the self-doubt comes and attack us when we feel that we have certain expectation to want it to make it perfect, to make it so that it works, right? And that kind of expectation may be beyond us, yeah, because we are not perfect and yet we want to reach that kind of degree of standards, which is quite unreasonable to me, I think, right? And to me, self-doubt, if you come to think of it, it's a little bit like fear. It's a mechanism, it's an automatic reaction to a situation that actually help us human beings. I tell you what I mean. You see, fear. Why do I have fear, right? To me, fear is something like a survival mechanism. I think I read somewhere, I don't know where I heard it from. Yeah, but it definitely doesn't come from me. Fear is something that helps you to survive. Imagine a person with zero fear. Okay, take for example, this guy, maybe a Tarzan or what. He's not scared of anything, including army ants, tiger, crocodile, hippo. He's not scared. He's fearless. Got such thing or not? That means what? He will just walk naked into the wild, into the river, just drink water because he's not fear of crocodile. Then what will happen? Got eaten up by crocodiles lah. Obviously, right? Because he has no fear. So what does fear do? Fear protect a human, protect a living organism from harm. That's why you feel fear. So the thing about, if people say, you coward, actually coward is a good thing. That's why you are surviving until now. It's because we fear. So if we embrace the fear, we understand fear, it's to help us to survive. And it's okay. It's not a taboo. It's something not that making something that's lesser of you. Yeah, it's just part of you as a human being that help you. It's a mechanism to help somebody to survive. So if we bring that logic to self-doubt, it to me is like it makes a man, right, to be a reasonable man, because he's not perfect. In actual fact, nobody is perfect. Like, nobody is fearless, right? If he is not perfect, there is something that is not perfect about him. Yeah, that means you bring down his confidence to do silly things, foolish things, like what that fearless man did, right? Just drinking from a river, then kena attacked by hippo or crocodile, right? But if he doubt himself, right, then you bring down his expectations. You do things with a more sensible mind. I think it's a very important mechanism to also help in the survival, right? Am I right? Do you agree with me? I mean, if you don't agree, please put in a comment. So if that's true, if that logic holds water, yeah, meaning self-doubt is not something we should be, scared of, or something that we should ignore. If we can understand why we have self-doubt, yeah, it's because we're trying to make something perfect. Maybe we're trying to make something, beyond our means. Then we will be stressed out, and then we don't want to do it, right? One way to counter this, one way to overcome the kind of feeling of self-doubt, for me, it works for me, I'm not sure if it works for you, is to go back to the reason why I'm doing that particular thing. Focusing on the reason why I'm doing that. Okay, bring back to the video that I almost didn't publish. I remember the reason why I'm doing the video is to share my experiences, my journey as a 20s, 30s and 40 years old man, how I go through them and what are the lessons I learned. And hopefully my mind sharing that journey will relate to somebody who needs it. That's all, right? So that is the reason why I built that video. The reason is not because I want to make a perfect video that's good in quality, in production, that has all the word of wisdom inside, No, that's not the purpose of making the video. So when I come back to realizing, my video is to help somebody, that's the reason I make it, then there's no self-doubt, but there's nothing to doubt, right? So I believe going back to this logic of focusing on the reason why you make that thing, right, can help to overcome self-doubt, right? So I hope me sharing this will let you understand why you have this kind of self-doubt thoughts, and hope you can overcome it. Now, if you have your ways of dealing with this, do share with us. Maybe we can learn something from you too, right? So I'll end the video for now. I hope you find this video useful. Thank you so much for the watch, the watch time, the likes, the subscribe, everything you've done. It really means a lot, right? It really helped to grow this channel, and I truly appreciate. Well, I'll see you in my next one. Meanwhile, let's 加油 together. Ciao.